If the Nigerian government truly believes in justice, then let them not hide me in the shadows of Sokoto like a secret they fear to confront. These are my words today, spoken not as a rebel against my own people, but as a man who demands transparency in a system that claims to be lawful. I have been kept here in Sokoto, isolated from my family, my lawyers, and from the legal processes that are supposed to protect every citizen. How can I face a fair trial when I am buried far away from access to proper defense? How can the truth prevail if the one who holds it is locked where truth cannot be seen? My presence in Sokoto serves no national interest. It only serves secrecy and silence.
Another bombshell from Nnamdi Kanu as he drops powerful statement to federal government. Before you watch the full video, kindly tell us where you are watching from and share your feelings in the comment section below.
On the 20th of November 2025, a court in Abuja convicted me on terrorism-related charges and sentenced me to life imprisonment. Immediately after that judgment, I was transferred from DSS custody in Abuja to a correctional facility in Sokoto, more than 700 kilometers away from the courts, my legal team, and the resources needed for my defense. For years, Abuja was where I was held. And although the conditions were harsh, I still had some measure of access to my lawyers and advisors. That access was the lifeline of my defense. Today, that lifeline has been severed. Sokoto is deliberately distant from everything connected to my legal struggle. In any true democracy governed by the rule of law, the right to appeal is fundamental. It is the only path a convicted person has to challenge a verdict, correct an injustice, or review a flawed process. But how can I exercise that right when I am cut off from those who are essential to helping me prosecute it? Here in Sokoto, even basic tasks such as obtaining documents, filing appeals, or consulting legal counsel become nearly impossible. The transfer to Sokoto is not a simple administrative decision. It is a calculated obstruction to justice. It undermines my ability to challenge my conviction, to present evidence, and to be represented properly. It violates every principle of fairness that a justice system should protect. I have argued before the court that my continued detention in Sokoto makes my constitutional right to appeal practically impossible. It imposes exceptional hardship and threatens to defeat that right entirely. I asked to be transferred back to a custodial facility within the court's jurisdiction, where my appeal can be pursued meaningfully and lawfully. On the 8th of December 2025, that request was rejected. The court ruled that the government must first be given time to respond, delaying the process further. But justice delayed is justice denied. Procedural excuses should never become tools that destroy the very rights they claim to protect. A justice system must not only deliver verdicts, it must also ensure fairness, transparency, and access to the law. By refusing to return me to Abuja or anywhere within reasonable reach of my legal team, the authorities deny me a fair process. They deny me the ability to appeal. They deny me the basic dignity that every Nigerian is entitled to. How then can the government claim to uphold justice while keeping me hidden in a distant prison? How can it speak of rule of law while placing obstacles in the path of lawful appeal? How can it insist the system is fair while ensuring the world cannot witness my legal struggle? Yes, I have been convicted. Yes, a sentence has been passed, but a sentence is not the end of justice. The right to appeal is not a privilege. It is a constitutional guarantee, and that right must be protected, not buried under distance and isolation. So I repeat the words I began with. If the Nigerian government truly believes in justice, then let them not hide me in Sokoto like a secret they fear to confront. Return me to the custody of the DSS in Abuja or any facility within Abuja where my lawyers can reach me, where journalists can observe the process, and where justice can be done in the open. Let my legal journey be visible, not hidden. Let me stand before the law where the law is actually present, not in a remote corner of the country chosen to keep me out of sight. I make this request not only for myself, but for every Nigerian who believes that justice must be transparent, accessible, and fair. Let the federal government prove through action, not words, that Nigeria does not fear justice, that the state is not threatened by due process, that even the most controversial citizen is still a citizen with rights guaranteed by the Constitution. Bring me back to Abuja. Let the world watch. Let justice be done, not in darkness, not in secrecy, but in the full light of day.